could be your mother.
You're not.
But I could be.
But you're not.
Can I take you back to your hotel?
This was an unexpected encounter. A 40-year-old single mother and a wildly popular young singer met by chance in an unusual restroom. With just one glance, the boy was captivated by Solenne's stunning beauty. However, Solène, feeling an urgent need to use the restroom, paid no attention to the man's identity. It wasn't until she came out of the restroom that she realized what had happened.
Hi again.
Are you a part of that ASMR community that gets off on listening to people pee?
No,
Because I don't think you can just go around assuming.
It's actually my trailer.
What?
Just a few hours earlier, Solène had accompanied her daughter, Izzy, and her friends to a music festival. But as soon as they arrived, her daughter left Solène alone in the bustling crowd. Left with no choice, Solène decided to find a place to rest. And it was here that the most striking MVP of the entire story made his appearance.
Getting mooned.
What?
Once a moonhead, always a moonhead.
It turned out that the band called August Moon, which the woman had just mentioned, was one of the hottest bands at the moment, drawing countless fans to the festival, including her daughter. But Solène had no interest in them.
Actually, do you know where the bathroom is?
Yeah, right out there.
Following the woman's pointing finger, Solène walked over and saw someone stepping down from a trailer. Assuming it was a restroom, she headed straight for it. However, it was actually the dressing room for the performers, which led to the earlier misunderstanding.
Is your trailer?
Yeah, I'm in the band. We're performing on the main stage now.
Upon realizing everything, Solène felt utterly embarrassed. After sincerely apologizing to Hayes, she intended to leave in a hurry. But Hayes suddenly called out to her.
Do you want a drink? I mean, I've got all the sodas, the healthy ones.
Not wanting to embarrass the famous star, Solène awkwardly stayed a little longer, but insisted that she couldn't drink because she had to drive. Hayes understood and curiously asked if she was a fan.
My daughter's father bought the tickets for the meet and greet, and he was supposed to be here with her. Anyway, canceled last minute. Now I'm here.
So her father, not your husband.
Well, he was my husband, but now he's just her father.
Instead of indirectly asking if someone is a fan, it would have been more straightforward to ask if they were single. This way of questioning made Solène find the situation amusing. At that moment, Hayes' manager, Jody, walked in and urged him to change quickly as the performance was about to begin. After Jody finished speaking, Solène was about to leave. But in the next second, his handsome face, perfect physique, and toned waistline instantly mesmerized Solène. But Jody reappeared, interrupting the beautiful moment, and Solène took the opportunity to slip away. She never could have imagined that this man, nearly 20 years younger than her, would completely change her life. That evening, the band's performance officially began. At first, everything went according to plan, but soon, the performance took an unexpected turn.
I met someone tonight. I feel a little inspired. I'm planning on doing this, but this one's called Closer.
Solène never imagined that Hayes would change the setlist on the spot just for her. His every move that followed made her blush.
But baby, rest your head on my shoulder. You know that you're a little bit older.
Hayes used a love song to confess his feelings to Solène. But time had left its mark on her. At 40, she was no longer a young girl easily swept away by emotions. Such a fluttering feeling could only be buried deep in her heart. After the concert, Solène quickly returned to work. But on her very first day back, Hayes unexpectedly showed up at her gallery. Hayes claimed he wanted to buy some art pieces for decoration. Believing him, Solène patiently introduced various exquisite artworks to him. Until he said,
Well, I will just take all of these ones.
Solène quickly realized Hayes' true intentions. What she didn't expect was that even after buying nearly everything in the store, Hayes still wasn't satisfied. He wanted more.
Okay, okay.
Dealer.
I have a friend. She's an artist I like very much. She has a warehouse in Glendale. She's not there right now, but I happen to have a key.
I've been dying to go to Glendale for the longest time. You have no idea.
Middle of nowhere, Glendale.
The middle of nowhere is my favorite place in the world.
And so, Hayes shamelessly got into Solène's car, and together, they drove to a warehouse. It was there that Hayes finally mustered the courage to reveal his true reason for coming.
I feel like I don't meet people like you very often. And most people
I don't know, you didn't seem to care. I think you're smart, and you know, you're also just you're hot or whatever.
Hot.
Or whatever. So I guess what I'm doing here is just trying to get to know you better.
At first, Solenn thought his onstage confession was just an impulsive act, but now, seeing the sincerity in Hayes' deep eyes, she began to waver. Even while driving, she couldn't help but steal glances at Hayes. They planned to go to a restaurant for dinner. However, given the overwhelming presence of fans along the way, Solenn decided to take him to her home instead to avoid unnecessary trouble. As soon as they entered, Hayes was immediately drawn to a photo on the wall. He curiously asked Solenn about her marriage. The question caught Solenn off guard. The painful memories of her past surfaced. The betrayal of her ex-husband had once shattered her belief in love. Seeing the sorrow in her eyes, Hayes felt a deep ache for this woman and gently comforted her. From there, their conversation drifted from careers to family and finally to love. The atmosphere gradually became more intimate. They locked eyes for a few seconds as if time had frozen in that moment. However, a sudden ringing of the phone shattered the intimate atmosphere. As Solenn answered, Hayes quietly walked over to the piano nearby. Unlike men who would simply sit and wait, Hayes, with his high emotional intelligence, knew exactly how to seize the moment. He gently played the piano, and the beautiful melody instantly caught Solenn's attention. As Solenn approached, Hayes suddenly stopped playing the piano and, without hesitation, took her hand. In a moment of passion, Solenn couldn't help but kiss Hayes, but the kiss didn't last long. She quickly snapped back to reality.
I could be your mother,
You're not.
but I could be.
You're not.
Want to take you back to your hotel?
This sudden surge of emotions filled Solenn with worry. She feared falling too deep and losing herself in it. However, Hayes was filled with anticipation for this budding romance. He was drawn to Solenn's mature beauty and irresistible charm. Secretly, he left his watch on the table, planting the seed for their next meeting. Just as Hayes disappeared out the door, Izzy arrived home right after. Panic surged through Solenn as she quickly tidied her hair, but her daughter's sharp eyes had already noticed something unusual.
No.
Did Tracy give you a gummy again?
No.
After brushing off Izzy's curiosity, Solenn discovered the watch Hayes had left behind. One morning, Solenn took Izzy to summer camp. For a long time, her world had revolved around her daughter, and now she finally had a moment of peace. For Hayes, however, this moment of peace was the perfect opportunity. As expected, Hayes sent her a message. Each text was like a falling cherry blossom, carrying his thoughts and longing for Solenn. A ripple of emotion spread through Solenn. Her curiosity grew stronger, so she began searching for everything about this boy online. His graceful movements and confident smile completely captivated her. Gazing at Hayes' watch in her hand, an impulse surged within her. She decided to be reckless one more time. Using the excuse of returning his watch, she boarded a flight to New York. Though her initial intention was simply to return the watch, her meticulous outfit choice suggested otherwise, as if she were preparing for a grand and romantic date. Even the security guards were mesmerized by her beauty. Seeing the woman he adored standing before him, Hayes felt a wave of indescribable joy washing over him. That night, in the warmth of a hotel room, they shared a dreamlike, unforgettable moment together. But beautiful moments are always fleeting. Hayes was about to leave for his European tour, filling his heart with reluctance. Determined to have Solenn by his side, Hayes made a bold decision. He invited her to join him on this journey.
Be out of your hair before you know it.
And I was really hoping you'd come with me. Why not?
Izzy. I
She's at Camp Autumn.
the gallery. I have to.
I literally
No,
bought all of the
work.
art in your gallery. So, I mean,
As Solenn voiced her hesitations and concerns, Hayes patiently addressed each one. But then, she finally spoke her true thoughts.
What about what people will say?
I don't care what they say.
Seeing Hayes' unwavering determination, Solenn no longer hesitated. She chose to let go of her fears and follow him on this journey. As Hayes' art consultant, Solenn made her first public appearance alongside him. During their long travels, their eyes seemed to be invisibly linked by an unbreakable thread. And so, Hayes began a life of balancing work and love, embracing the sweetness of their romance. When night fell, they would raise their glasses and dream together about a happy future. On rainy nights, they ran through the streets, laughing like ordinary lovers. Solenne's confident smile unknowingly tugged at Hayes' heartstrings every time, but during an unexpected date, their intimate interactions were unknowingly captured by the paparazzi. Over the weekend, the band traveled to a peaceful retreat, hoping to relax and unwind. However, this getaway turned into their first true test as a couple. By the poolside, young women in bold swimsuits flaunted their beauty and energy. In contrast, Solène felt uncomfortable and out of place. She knew she could never compete with these young, stunning women, so she chose to dress more conservatively, keeping a low profile. Yet this very choice made her stand out in the crowd. As conversations grew more intense, the younger women made snide remarks, implying that Solène was an older woman preying on a younger man. But when the topic shifted to how she and Hayes first met, an unexpected truth came to light.
Dedicated a song to me?
Closer?
Yes.
Of course, that was the one.
We do that when one of us finds a girl.
Who was like in love with
Hayes told you that, didn't he?
A wave of awkwardness washed over Solène. She had believed that the song Hayes performed that night was a personal confession meant solely for her, but the reality was far different. Feeling humiliated and hurt, she abruptly left the gathering and returned to her room. Hayes quickly followed. He admitted the truth, but also poured his heart out, expressing his genuine love for her. From the moment he visited her gallery to buy decorations, he had already fallen deeply in love with her. But no matter how much Hayes explained, Solène refused to listen. She no longer believed in sweet words. Her heart ached with disappointment, but with tears in his eyes, Hayes pleaded.
I mean, does anyone in your life even know about me? Does your daughter? Do your friends? So what? You're ashamed of me? Was that it?
I am ashamed.
Yet, things had reached a breaking point. There was no room left for reconciliation, and so they said goodbye. Solène quietly placed Hayes' watch on the table, symbolizing the severance of their connection. However, when she returned home, an unexpected gift was waiting for her. It was her favorite painting. She recalled mentioning it only once in the warehouse. Yet Hayes had remembered and secretly purchased it for her. Staring at the painting, conflicting emotions flooded her heart. She was touched by Hayes' thoughtfulness and sincerity, yet wary, haunted by the scars of her failed marriage. A few days later, on an early morning, Solène was awakened by a text message. In the message, Hayes warned her to stay away from the internet, which immediately sparked her curiosity. Despite her hesitation, she couldn't resist checking online. As expected, her once peaceful life had been completely disrupted. On the way to pick up her daughter, strangers even approached her to take photos, leaving her feeling frustrated and angry. Faced with Izzy's questions, Solène openly admitted to the relationship. But as mother and daughter share an unbreakable bond, Izzy couldn't ignore the online criticism and attacks directed at her mother. It made her deeply uncomfortable, until she heard about Solène and Hayes' breakup.
You like him?
Yeah, I do.
Is he a feminist? Because that's important here.
Oh, yeah, he's a feminist.
Why would you wake up with a talented, kind feminist?
Her daughter's words deeply touched Solène. Meanwhile, Hayes was rehearsing as usual, but the next moment, the following day, the sky was clear and the sun shone brightly.
I'm sorry. I was afraid. I do. Very much. Maybe it doesn't have to end.
All right, I've had a moment.
For the first time, Solène and Hayes appeared in public together, without hesitation. They went for a morning run, openly displaying their love for each other. As media outlets flooded the internet with coverage, they chose to delete all their social media accounts. But their happiness was short-lived. Solène's ex-husband, Daniel, unexpectedly showed up. To make things even more ridiculous, Daniel had just gone through another divorce. Seeing Solène find happiness again left him feeling bitter.
How long are you going to keep up this insanity with my wife?
Just as Hayes was about to retort, Solène stepped out. Daniel sternly warned her, telling her not to lose her sense of shame. What others say has nothing to do with me. I'm simply doing what some people don't have the courage to do. However, as time passed, the relentless paparazzi began seriously affecting Solène's work. Unable to continue, she had no choice but to temporarily shut down her business. What she hadn't anticipated was that the online defamation would only grow worse. The attacks were no longer just directed at Selene. They had extended to her daughter. Izzy had to face her classmates' malicious questions and whispers every day, which left her feeling deeply troubled and upset. Unable to cope, she temporarily chose to stay with her father. In Selene's world, her daughter had always held the most important place. She couldn't imagine what life would be like without her. Therefore, after much inner struggle and deep contemplation, she ultimately chose to compromise.
I can't do this anymore. Us, our relationship, I can't do it anymore. I mean, it's actually insane. And I have to put her first.
Hayes respected her choice. He didn't want to put her in a difficult position, so he chose to leave quietly.
I love you, Sarah.
I love you too.
At that moment, both of their hearts were filled with unspoken emotions. Emotions that translated into one final, heartfelt kiss. After the kiss, Hayes finally revealed his true purpose for coming. He asked Selene to wait for him for 5 years. He believed that 5 years would be enough for him to fade into obscurity as a second-tier singer.
If you get a shot at happiness, you take it. And I will do okay.
As they prepared to part ways, Hayes once again placed his watch on the shelf. But this time, the meaning was completely different. It became their promise to meet again. Time flew by. Years passed in the blink of an eye. The internet chatter had long faded, and the reports about Selene and Hayes had disappeared. Selene and Izzy's lives gradually returned to normal, as if everything had come full circle. But during those 5 years, Hayes had never once contacted Selene, not a single message. Reality's cruelty weighed on her heart. She knew that 5 years was enough to change everything. Perhaps Hayes had already moved on with a new life. And yet, despite everything, she could never forget him. She followed every one of his performances, watched every interview, and each time she couldn't help but burst into tears. Even in the midst of her busy work, Selene often found herself thinking about that familiar face. And then, in the very next moment, her expression changed. Her eyes sparkled with tears of excitement. That's right, she saw the face she had longed for. In the beautiful poetry of love, age is nothing more than a faint wrinkle in time. It can never stand in the way of two hearts drawn to each other. Not just age, height is not a barrier, nor is weight a burden. Perhaps this is what love really looks like. Though you were never a part of my past, you will be my entire future.